Winners interview. I believe it is Insania joining us. Insania, congratulations! You guys go the whole winter tour undefeated when it comes to series. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I mean, the team is we're clicking really well, and things are going really, really well this season, and it's kind of fun to keep riding the wave off of TI. So yeah, just happy,
It might
satisfied.
it might seem like one of those obvious questions, but is this what you guys expected? Were you expecting a clean 7-0?
I think that would be very, very cocky to say that we expected this coming into it. But no,
Yes.
I mean, I'm really happy. I think I'm especially happy that we get to lose some games as well, so that like you can see how the team functions in loss and how we take it. I know like before TI, that was something that we were really focused on trying to get better about. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to go through a similar experience on this team, and losing a bit here and there is it's good.
Yeah, it's healthy.
All planned, losing here and there, right? Okay, congrats, by the way. Can you tell me, when it comes to these losses, are they happening in scrims as well? Like, how are scrims going? As well as the DPC season?
No, I think I mean, our philosophy in scrims is a lot less to win, I think, and a lot more to just try to beat different things. If we think some heroes are problematic or we think some heroes are good, we try to play against them and beat them and see if we can find ways to overcome like certain hurdles that you might face up against, with some heroes. So I think our scrim results are probably quite bad. But yeah, I mean, I think we learn a lot more when we lose.
So is that something that you would, obviously you're now on top of Europe, is that something that you would recommend to teams that are in Division 2, trying to get here, losing your scrims, boys, as long as you learn?
Yeah, I mean, I think, especially in previous years, I think we cared a lot about scrim results, and we were like really try hard in scrims, wanted to win every game. Like we play the same heroes over and over again if that netted us wins. And I think like in more recent times, we discovered that that's like it doesn't really end up being. It's not a good way to practice. You're actually not learning that much. You should set a goal and try to accomplish it instead. And yeah, if you lose, the goal shouldn't be to win. It should be to like try to learn something, get better about something. Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations on being undefeated. Of course, Liquid have been at the forefront of like solid drafting at least. But we've been on 7.32 since August last year, 7.32D since November last year. When would you like the big patch that we kind of all expecting to actually drop? Maybe before. Obviously, I wouldn't say before the major. But like, when's your kind of vibe for such a big patch?
I mean, at this pace, the later the better. Next TI maybe.
Yeah.
Patch. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the patch right now as it is now. But probably after the major, I would guess. It's good timing. I mean, it could even come before. There's quite a lot of time in between, so it wouldn't surprise me too much. But I would guess after the major, yeah.
And how do you think?
New hero as well.
I say, yeah, there's a new hero, but how do you think you'll be able to adapt to that? Because when the major ends, I think it's only like a week or so before DPC starts again. Is that going to be enough time with how big this patch? I mean, everyone's expecting it to be. Are you like obviously not preparing for it now, but are you preemptively thinking about that kind of the volatility of next tour being potentially in the first couple of weeks?
To be honest, I think it's like kind of pointless to think too much about because I can't control what's going to come in the patch. When it comes, it's just something uncontrollable, and whenever Valve decides to release it, they'll release it. There isn't really much to spend time thinking about. I think it's better to just focus on the patch we're in. There's still, I'm sure, so much you can discover and so many hidden things. There's always more, and these things keep developing. So I don't really think about it too much.
Sure, fair enough.
I would like to ask about the big break now. Between now and the major, there's like 3 weeks where we're watching Div 2 play. How, as a team, like, does that feel good or bad for you? Because you kind of don't have any more momentum like going into a major. You do just have like downtime. What's that going to be like for Liquid?
I mean, I think it's nice. You've been working quite hard for a couple of weeks now, and then you probably get to take like a week off, and then you go back to boot camp 10 days, and then go major. Something like that, I think, is probably our schedule. I don't know exactly what it's going to be like, but I would guess along those lines.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't lose too much momentum, hopefully, over like a week of,
I hope not. I hope to see you guys own. And very quick question about the draft. In the first game of this series, you guys opened with Ricky Marana. It was, I think, the first game this tour that you guys have opened with 2 supports. Were they intended to both be supports? And like, were you happy with that opening and how it went?
I think I heard something along the lines of OG has PTSD from playing as Ricky, so let's play it.
hit them
I
where it
believe that
hurts.
was the reasoning.
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe that was the reasoning. So I don't know. That was just yeah.
And they said it in an interview, so it's very accurate. So it worked.
I see. I can see
Oh, there
Blitz
you
with
go.
the gun behind you saying, "Don't say anything."
All right, I have one last question before you go. It's a bit of a two-parter. First thing is you said, it's healthy to lose. You can learn a lot of things. One, what did you guys learn from the game 2 loss? But also, what do you think was a key contributor to that? Was it something lacking on your behalf or something that OG really stood up in game 2?
So I mean, OG obviously like they played a good game of Dota. I don't think you win unless you play well yourself. But for us, we felt like we missed a lot of our timings and we didn't really do too much in the game. We were kind of just chilling. And yeah, Nisha and I went outside and he got to vent his frustrations with my supports. This Tommy is mid, camping him. I get no refills. I'm getting destroyed. The enemy 4 is here. Where's my 5? I'm just playing Rubik, hitting some creeps, like trying to get my level 6. So yeah, I think I kind of griefed them in game a bit. But obviously, there's a lot more than that to
Yeah.
the game, and OG played.
Yeah, and you guys bounced back in game 3, so congratulations again on going undefeated in the Winter Tour.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.